All right, well, let's get started. I'm going to move into position. Welcome to my house. I'm glad you guys are here and joining, and we're going to get through this one way or the other. We're going to turn into a virtual society. So if you have a block or a mat, you can use that. If not, use a water bottle. Some people use water bottles. Basically, the block is just going to help you create space between the ground and your hands in some poses. My name's Anthony, and I'm a teacher with Roots to Rise, if you don't know me. And typically, I'm at Houston Hillside Playground on Monday nights. But due to the times, here we are. So let's all start in child's pose. So in child's pose, your knees are wide, your toes are touching, and your arms are extended out in front of you, and let your forehead just fall onto the mat. And right away, notice your breath. So everyone taking a deep breath and blow it all out. And breathe in and out. Just notice if there's any tension in your body, just let it go. Anything you might be holding on to, just let it go. For the next 55 minutes, we're here doing yoga. On your next inhale, come up to tabletop. So in tabletop, your wrists are underneath your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Extend your right leg straight behind you and your left arm out in front of you. And just breathe in and out. One more, inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, pull your left elbow to your right knee as you curl in. Exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. One more inhale in, hold that, exhale out, come back down to tabletop. Extend your left leg straight behind you and your right arm out in front of you. And just see that line that goes from the tips of your fingers to your heel. Just feel that straight line. Take a breath in and out. Inhale, pull your elbow to your knee. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. One more inhale in. Exhale out. Come back down to tabletop. We're going to do some cat and cow. So inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. One more inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral. Now we're going to move into downward facing dog. So in downward facing dog, tuck your toes under, point your tailbone straight up to the sky. I want you to plant your mounds of your index finger and your thumb and your pinky finger. I want you to push into your wrists so your hips get pushed behind you. I want you to turn your inner biceps up, almost like you're trying to conceal your armpits from the people on your right or the left of you, so you're curling them under, squeezing your thighs together, and maybe just start walking your heels out. Right heel down, left heel down, and just rotate that a little bit till it feels good. Continue to breathe in and out. Now bring your big toes to touch behind the mat. Raise your right leg up to the sky, bend your knee, and turn your right hip open so you're stacking your hips. You want to keep your shoulders neutral. You want to just twist at the hips and the hip flexor and not the upper body. Maybe rotate your ankle out clockwise and counterclockwise. And lift a little higher and bring your toes to touch. Raise your left leg up to the sky. Bend your knee and turn your left hip open, stacking your hip nice and high. And exhale, come down. We'll step to the top of our mats for a ragdoll pose. So ragdoll pose, your feet are about 2 fists apart, hip width, toes at 12 o'clock. Grab opposite elbows with opposite hands and just let upper body dangle. Maybe sway your elbows right and left. Shake your head yes, and shake your head no. And just whatever feels good for you. Throughout this practice, I want you to take care of your body. If there's any injuries or anything that hinders you from doing any of the poses, please stop. Maybe drop your arms and let your shoulders roll forward. Continuing to notice your breath and let your breath be your focus. And we're going to slowly rise all the way up to standing. Mountain pose. So we'll raise our hands straight up. We'll reach up, maybe lift all 10 of our toes. Reach back. And then exhale, fold forward, hands to heart center, soft knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up. Mountain pose. This time I want you to take your arms out like the letter Y. So your thumbs are pointing up. I want you to think about dropping your shoulders and pulling your shoulder blades together. So you drop it and gently tugging together. As you just reach your arms up, as you drop your shoulders and squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then maybe we're going to drop our elbows down like the letter W. So we're just going to gently squeeze, pull our arms back to open up our chest. Again, dropping your shoulders, pulling your shoulder blades together. And then release. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. So in halfway lift, your upper body is parallel to the floor. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. And then exhale, we'll bring our hands to heart center. So we'll open with 3 cleansing breaths. So all together, inhale and let it out. One more, inhale. And exhale. One more, in. Let it all out. So we'll move into sun salutation A. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into high plank. So now you're in high plank. Up on your toes, option to drop your knees. But if you can come up in the plank pose, do that. You're pulling your thumbs toward each other, almost as if you want to curl the mat up in the center, sort of like curling. So you're pulling your hands together. So I want you to slowly lower all the way down to the mat. And we're going to move into cobra pose. In cobra pose, we're going to straighten our arms. We're going to gently look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths in and out. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and out. One more inhale. Blow it all out. Come up onto your tippy toes. Look to your fingers and gently step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold down. Rise up. Mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Now we're going to do chaturanga. So you want to pull your hands back to at least under your shoulders. Keep your elbows close to your chest. Slowly lower all the way down, not to the ground. Turn your toes under. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Again, 3 breaths. Take a breath in and out. and blow in and blow it all out. One more, deepest breath in, blow it all out. Step or gently hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, fold down, inhale, rise up. Now we're going to sit in chair pose. So your big toes are touching, your heels are slightly out, and you're sitting down in chair pose. Your tailbone is going down towards your heels. You're tilting the front of your pelvis up, you're squeezing your legs toward each other, and you're letting your body just come to some ease. In yoga, we have a saying, it's called sthira and sukha and sthira. So it's the balance between effort, how hard you're trying, and letting your body be at ease. Taking a deep breath, just sink a little lower. One more, inhale, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze up to the ceiling. Then exhale, step back, high plank. Come up onto your tippy toes, low plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to move into warrior one. Step your right foot forward. Your back foot is flat with your toes pointing up to the left corner of the mat. Your front knee over your front ankle, arms straight up, biceps along your ears. Your gaze is straight out in front of you. So we employ some tools in this practice, one of them being Ujjayi breathing, Drishti, or your concentrated gaze. We use our bandhas or Uddiyana Bandha, our core muscles. Take a breath in, sink a little lower. One more, inhale, exhale, hands down, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, blow it all out. We're going to step our left leg forward, warrior one. So we do the opposite side. Again, feet flat on the mat, pressing down with the knife edge of your back foot. Toes are at 12 o'clock. Your front knee is going out towards the left corner of your mat, sort of just headed in that direction. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Take a breath in, sink a little lower. One more, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Chaturanga, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and sigh it out. One more, inhale. Blow it all out. Last one, deepest breath in. Blow it all out. I want you to bend your knees, look to your fingertips, and gently step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, chair pose. Again, big toes touching, heels slightly apart, tailbone tracking down towards your heels. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. So in upward facing dog, your toes are pressing down into the mat. Your lower legs are off the mat. And your gaze is slightly up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warrior right side, warrior one, rise up, inhale. Exhale, open to warrior two. So in warrior two, the front bones on your hips are shining directly laterally to where your body is. Your front fingers out in front of you. Back foot parallel with the back edge of the mat. Just breathe in and out. Maybe your gaze is maybe over your front middle finger. Turn your front palm up. We're going to reach for our back ankle, right side body stretch. And then as we exhale, we'll bring our hands down to the mat, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior one, rise up. Inhale, exhale, settle in, find your foundation. Breath in, exhale, warrior two. So I want you to notice your heel and your back arch should be in one line on your mat. Some mats actually have a center line down the center so that your heel and your arch could be in one line. But most of all, just let your shoulders relax, let your body be relaxed. Turn your front palm up, reach back for left side body stretch. Exhale, hands down, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and sigh it out. One more inhale. One more exhale. One more, fill all the way up. Empty all the way out. Bend your knees, gently step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, fold down. Inhale, rise up. Chair pose. Take a breath in. Sink a little lower. One more inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high plank to low plank, elbows in. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and sigh it all out. One more inhale. Sigh it all out. One more, fill all the way up. Empty all the way out. Come up onto your tippy toes. Look to your fingers. Gently step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold down. Inhale, rise up. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Step back, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Bring your knee into your nose so you're curling in nice and tight. And up to the sky. Bring your knee to your left elbow. And up to the sky. Bring your knee to your right elbow. Up to the sky. Now gently, without making a noise, gently step your foot to the top of the mat, and we're going to be in a high lunge or crescent lunge. Alternatively, you can drop your back knee, but ideally you want to be up on the toes of your back foot. Back leg strong. You're squeezing your back leg nice and tight. You want to check in with your toes to make sure you're not white knuckling your toes. You're not squeezing your toes so darn tight into the mat that they're turning white. And your feet, your right foot could be on the right edge of the mat, your left foot on the left edge of the mat, almost like the rails of on a train track. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. You can stay up high or take your left elbow and put it on the outside or the top of your right knee. Your right palm is pushing down into your left palm. With every inhale, think about long from the tail, your tailbone to the crown of your head, your spine. Exhale, twist. One more inhale. Exhale, maybe fan open your arms. One more inhale. Exhale, we're going to slowly open to warrior two. So find that ease in warrior two. Take a breath in and out. One more inhale. Sink a little lower. We got somebody in here. So warrior two. So we're going to take our front palm up. We're going to reach back. And as we exhale, we're going to bring our right elbow to our right knee. Left arm up and over, extended side angle. So you're not putting all your weight on the bottom elbow onto your knee. Your top arm up and over. Take a breath in and out. If you want to take your a little added challenge, take that bottom arm and bring it forward like you have a beach ball. Breath in and out. And then come back. You take this top arm around for a half bind or a full bind. If a full bind is in your practice, you'll grab your under part of your leg, just keeping that top shoulder up. And then release your bind. And we're going to move into a side plank. We're going to drop our left hand down and we're going to turn our body. So we're move into a side plank, stacking our feet or dropping our bottom knee. So you want to lift your hips nice and high. Maybe you lift your top leg for added challenge. And just when you think you can't do it, give it a shot because you'd be surprised at what's possible. Drop your leg down, come around to high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and sigh it out. One more, inhale and exhale. One more, deepest breath in, blow it all out. Raise your left leg up to the sky, bring your knee into your nose. Left leg up to the sky, left knee to right elbow, up to the sky. Left knee to left elbow, up to the sky, and we're going to bring our left foot through between our hands very quietly. And we can either stay in a low lunge with our knee down, or you bring your back leg up and you're on your back toes, balls of your back toes. And just breathe in and out. One more, in, exhale, bring our hands to heart center. Take a breath in, exhale, twist to the left. You can stay high or you can drop your elbow onto your knee and turn your left elbow up, pointing your palm down. So you have a strong back leg right now. Take a breath in and twist. One more, fan open, look up to your top fingers. Exhale, twist. One more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, and we're going to open to warrior two. So again, warrior two, your front heel and your back arch in one line. Front knee over your front ankle. And just come a little bit lower than you think you can. Take your front palm up, reach back, extended side angle, left elbow to left knee, right arm up and over. So in this pose, your bicep should be right above your eyes if you were to look up. Your bottom elbow could be on the inside of your left knee, opening your left knee out, or you can bring it out like you have a beach ball. Or you can do a bind where you take that top arm around, grab your front thigh, keeping that top shoulder up. A full bind in your practice, you can do that. Release your bind. We're going to move into a side plank on the opposite side. So we're going to drop our right hand down. We're going to step back. Option to drop your knee down, or you can stack your feet, keeping your hips up, maybe looking up, maybe raising your leg up, going a little bit, going somewhere where you don't think is possible. And then come back down, come around to high plank. Exhale, low plank, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's come down on our knees for half a minute and we'll sit back on our heels and we'll just notice the softness of our breath. Take a breath in and out. Just breathe, just notice your breath. If 100% of your attention is on your breath, that leaves nothing, no part of your attention to be anywhere else. So that's the goal. Take a breath in and out. Let's go back up in the tabletop. we'll move into downward facing dog. And so again, in downward facing dog, you're pressing your palms into the mat as you push your wrist away from your, so you're pushing into your wrist to move your hips backwards. And your biceps are about between your ears. So we're going to step to the top of our mats, and we're going to stay folded, and we're going to grab our big toes with our index and middle finger for yogi toe lock. Crown of our head shines down. Elbows out. Pulling the pit of our belly in and up. Now release your big toe and grab the palms of your hands and put them under the soles of your feet for Gorilla Asana. And then release your hands. So our next pose, we're gonna have on options. We can do yogi squat. So in yogi squat, we want to just turn our heels out and sit our bum down as low as we can. If there's space between your heels and you want to put something under your heels to release that space, to allow yourself to just sit low, you can give that a shot. And the second option is crow pose. So in crow pose, we come down onto the tips of our big toes. We bring our knees on the outside of our triceps. We lean forward and we lift up maybe one leg or two legs. And we bring our feet to touch. So give that a shot if you want to. Worst case is you fall forward or maybe move into a headstand. Alternatively, yogi squat. And then release, and we'll step to the top of our mats. We're going to do some balancing poses. So we'll start off in eagle pose. So in eagle pose, you want to wrap your right leg around your left leg and your right arm under your left elbow. So it's an option to either grab your elbows or wrap your arms under. Elbows up, forearms away. Just breathe. And then release, switch sides. So we'll wrap our left leg around our right leg, left arm under our right elbow. Elbows up, forearms away. And then release, rise up. Right side one more time. You can wrap your foot around your calf, go for that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fold forward so our elbows hit our knees. Then we're going to unwrap our bottom leg. So we're going to unwrap our bottom leg. And we're going to bring our arms forward for warrior three. And then we're going to drop our hands down for standing split. So in standing split, you grab your ankle with one hand or both hands. Forehead down along the front of your shin. And then release and switch sides. So we'll move into eagle on the left side. We're going to fold forward. We're going to unwrap our bottom leg, bring our arms forward for warrior 3, and we're going to fold forward, standing split. Bring that back leg up nice and high. Release down. Inhale, rise up. Bring our hands to heart center. Mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into high plank. And we're going to slowly lower all the way down to the mat for locust pose. So locust pose, our cheek is on the mat, arms along our sides. So now we're going to bring our chin around to center or our forehead. We're going to squeeze our legs together. We're going to lift our legs and our shoulders off the mat for locust pose. You want to clasp your hands and clasp your hands behind you. And come back down, turn the other cheek. Bring your chin around to center, second locust pose. Squeeze your legs together, shoulders up, legs up. And come back down. Now we're going to move into a floor bow. You can do it with one foot. So you can either grab one foot, your left or your right foot. As you push your elbow into the mat, you just stretch your knee up. Or you can grab the tops of your ankles and feet with both hands. Push your heels up to the sky. Lift your upper body up. A little bit higher. And come back down. Bring your forearms up to the top of your mat, elbows under your shoulders. And we'll just stay here for a minute or two. It's a nice counter pose to all the time we spend maybe sitting at looking at a monitor. And then come up to tabletop. And we're going to lay on our backs. And we're going to prepare for bridge pose. So in bridge pose, you're laying on your back. Bend your knees up so if your arms are along your sides, your fingertips can touch your heels. Take a breath in, let it out. On your next inhale, push your feet into the mat, bring your pelvis up. You can either keep your elbows along your sides as you lift your upper body up, or you can clasp your hands under your back and wrap your shoulder blades under as you push your pelvis up nice and high. Just breathe air. A little bit higher. And come back down. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. We'll go up bridge again a second time. Lift your pelvis up. Nice and high. And come back down. We'll do a total of 5. Take a breath in. Blow it all out. Bridge pose, number 3. Again, either wrapping your shoulder blades under, clasping your hands, or you can keep your elbows along your sides. So you lift up. Come back down. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. Number 4, lift your pelvis up, bridge pose. And come back down. Last one, take a breath in, blow it all out. All together, Number 5, bridge pose. Lift your pelvis up. Really trying to shine your heart behind you. And come back down. Bring the soles of our feet together and our knees out. Supta Baddha Konasana, one hand on our heart, one hand on our belly. And now we're going to slow down our breathing. Maybe you notice the gentleness of the air coming in and out of your mouth or your nostrils. So we're going to move into Happy Baby. So in Happy Baby, you want to take your legs straight up high. You want to grab the outer or the inner edges of your feet, keeping the small of your back on the mat, and just pulling your knees down and rocking side to side. And then release, and we'll take our legs straight up in the air, bring our hands under our bum, our tailbone. We're going to drop our heels 30 degrees towards the ground. So take a breath in, drop your heels 30 degrees towards the ground. Take a breath in, 30 more. Breath in, drop them 30 more. Now you're 10 degrees off the mat. Maybe you can peek up at your toes and come back up. Take a breath in. Exhale, drop your heels 30 degrees. Breath in, drop them 30 more. Breath in, drop your heels 30 degrees. And now this time, crisscross your ankles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Pull your knees in and give yourself 3 good body rocks from the length of your spine, nice forward and backward. I want you to cross your ankles and come up into downward facing dog. And just walk out your down dog. Again, pushing your wrist away from your hands. Raise your right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee and turn your right hip open again, keeping your right shoulders even. And then come around to neutral. We're going to step our right foot forward and we're going to move into lizard lunge. So in lizard lunge, your right foot is pointing out towards the right side of your mat. Your back leg, you can have it up or you can have it down. It's your choice. You could be on your hands like this, or you can drop to your forearms. But wherever you're at, you'll feel that nice stretch in the inner part of your right leg. And just breathe in and out. Now I want you to come up onto your hands, plant your left hand, and just turn your right arm up as you just look up to your right hand. And then come back down. We'll move into downward facing dog. Raise your left leg up to the sky. Bend your knee, turn your left hip open. Stack your left hip. Come around to neutral. We'll step our left leg forward for lizard lunge. Again, you could be either on the back ball of your back foot, or you could be on your forearms. Maybe that right knee turns out a little bit, or that left knee, I'm sorry. we'll come up onto our hands. We'll plant our right hand down, turn our left hand up. And come back down. Come on to our knees, and we'll have a seat with our legs in front of us. We're going to have soft knees. We're going to do a forward fold. So raise your arms straight up, and we'll fold forward over our front legs, maybe grabbing our feet. Soft knees makes it a little bit easier for you to reach down. And then come back up, and we'll bring the sole of our right foot to the inside of our left leg. We'll raise our arms up, and we'll bring our left hand down onto our left foot and our right arm up and over our right ear. As you feel that stretch in your right side body. And then switch sides. So we'll bring the sole of our left foot to the inside of our right foot. Reach up nice and high for space and length. Drop your right hand down, left arm over. And then come back up. You keep your right knee bent up, your left knee bent up, your right leg straight. And we're going to do a gentle twist. So your left hand goes behind you, your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Just breathe in. And then we're going to turn, we're going to spin to the other side. So we're doing the opposite twist. And then switch sides. So you'll straighten your left leg, bend your right knee up, twist your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, right hand behind you. And then come around to center. We're going to move into fish pose. So in fish pose, you kind of make a diamond with your hand. You stick it right under your tailbone. You'll lay back onto your elbows. That's step one. And then you'll just let your top crown of your head shine down as you open up your clavicle bones, your collarbones. Maybe you make the lion's roar. And then come up to a seated position. And we'll move into an inversion. So we're going to lay on our backs. We're going to just do legs up a wall. So just bring your hands under your tailbone and just find that balance to where you can just let your legs balance nicely 90 degrees from the rest of your body. And then we'll release our hands. We'll slowly drop our legs down. We'll keep our left leg straight. And we'll bend our right knee in. We'll take our left hand and turn our right knee to the left side for a supine twist. So you're kind of up onto your left hip, keeping your right shoulder down on the mat as you look to the right. And then come around to center, straighten your right leg, pull your left knee in, take your right hand and twist to the right side, coming up onto your right hip, keeping your left shoulder as close to the ground as you can. And then come back up to center. Pull your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your lower legs. Give yourself a nice big squeeze for gratitude for a job well done. Of all the things you could have been doing this evening, you chose to take care of yourself doing yoga. So release your legs, and we're going to move into our last pose, rest pose. So you'll extend your legs, bring your arms down along your sides, and just breathe in and out. Closing your eyes. Be present for yourself. Learn to be present for yourself, fully present in a way that's new and delightful. Be present for your thoughts and emotions. Be present for the gentle way in which your heart and body lead you. Learn to be fully present for each step of your growth, each step of your journey. Value yourself, who you are, what you think and feel, and how you grow. For many years, you neglected yourself. It was as though you were unconscious of who you were, how you felt, what you believed. You believed that kept you safe, protected from feelings you didn't want to feel. You believed it was how you should live. Now you are learning another way. Survival is no longer enough. It does not meet the needs of your heart and your soul. Now you want to live fully and joyfully. To do that, you must be present for yourself. Be fully present for others too. Be present for their spirits, their emotions, the words they have to say, but especially be present for their hearts. You no longer have to fear losing or neglecting yourself if you are present for others. You can do this safely now. You will not be consumed by their needs. You will not become trapped in the workings of their lives. And if you're present for yourself, you'll know how much presence to give to others. Be present for life, for the starlit skies and the chirping birds that sing in the morning sun. Be present for the earth and grass under your feet, for the feel of a snowflake in your hand. Be present for all the magic and mysteries of the universe. But most of all, be present for yourself. Then your presence for others and life will naturally follow. It was a reading from a book called Journey to the Heart by Melanie Beatty. So now bring some small movements to your fingers and toes and pull your knees into your chest and turn up onto your right side. And then with your left hand, push yourself up into a seated position at the top of the mat. Your palms could be together. You can put your hands onto your knees. You can kneel or sit cross-legged, however is comfortable for you. We're going to close our practice with, as we opened it, with 3 cleansing breaths. Taking a deep breath. Let it all out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Let it all out. Bring your thumb knuckles up to the center of your forehead. You can open up your eyes and open your hands and your heart and let in all good things. And we'll close as always. Namaste. Good job, everyone. Namaste.